Hi, it's Lisan. So I've seen a few comments around YouTube by teenagers who want to know how to get their parents' permission to go vegan or how to get their parents used to the idea of them being vegan. I do have a few tips, and firstly I'll share my story. I was 24 years old. I wasn't a teenager, but I was still living with my parents. But being older, it wasn't as hard to get them used to the idea of me being vegan. The thing that made it hard was that I was almost fully raw vegan, so I was eating a lot of fruit and veggies. It did make things hard because I wouldn't share meals with my parents even if they had cooked food, and some of it was vegan. So I did make it hard for myself, and I would advise to not make it too hard for yourself at first. Definitely include cooked foods if you have to, and don't put pressure on yourself to be fully raw, because you don't need to be fully raw to be healthy. And I think that was probably the biggest mistake that I made, but it was a good experience, and I think now I could go fully raw because I'm more independent and I can cook for myself and I can shop for myself because I have more knowledge now. But back then, I think starting out, if you're still living with your parents, it can be difficult to be fully raw. So not saying that it's not possible, but just be more flexible and you'll find it easier to convince your parents that you want to go vegan. The main problem also with parents is that they want to make sure that you're healthy. So I'm sure that most parents want their child to be healthy, and the reason that they don't let their child go vegan is because they're not sure that a vegan diet is healthy. So what you need to do is to educate them, and I would start with a documentary like Forks Over Knives or a lecture by Dr. Greger. So if you're really serious about changing your diet and you want your parents to understand you and understand the health reasons, especially because I don't know if parents are always open to the ethical reasons, so start with the health reasons, then show them a documentary or a lecture by Dr. Greger. And if they're not willing to watch that, then maybe you could show them shorter videos by Dr. Greger on specific topics. So let's say you ask your parents about being vegan and they say something like, you won't get enough protein. Then find a topic about protein in Dr. Greger's videos and just show them a short video about it. And you could even show them pictures of bodybuilders who are vegan, or you could just show them pictures of people who have been vegan for a while and look really healthy. So just show some proof that a vegan diet is healthy and it's possible to get enough protein and all the nutrients. So you can direct your parents to certain websites like nutritionfacts.org or to forksoverknives.com or any other websites that you find. I don't have them at the top of my head, but there's plenty of websites about vegan diets and how to do it well. Just think of all the plant-based doctors. They have their own websites, so you can have this whole list of websites. You can share them with your parents, and you don't have to do it all at once, but just little by little, depending on what questions come up for them and what concerns they have. Another tip that I have is that if you have a specific health problem, for example, if you have acne, you could say to your parents that you want to try eating more fruits and veggies because you have read that it helps with cleansing out your digestive system. You can show them testimonials of people who have suffered from similar health problems, who have gone vegan and have cured themselves of that. As long as you educate them, as long as you try to understand where they're coming from, they will try to understand you. So it's a two-way thing. If you want to be understood, then you have to try to understand other people. And if you want to be listened to, then listen to other people. With the grocery shopping, you can write down a shopping list for yourself of the things that you want, and you can show that to the person who does the shopping, or you can go with that person who does the shopping. And before you write down the shopping list, you might want to look at some simple recipes that you'd like to try and make a shopping list out of that. You could also tell the person who cooks in your house that you'd like to try a new recipe and you'd like to get some ingredients for that, and it just happens to be vegan. So maybe you could introduce new vegan recipes into your family that way. And yeah, you can do it slowly, little by little, for your family to help to transition them if you want to influence them, but I think influencing your family and you being vegan on your own is a different thing. But definitely try to transition the people in your family if they're open to it, but if not, just do it for yourself. So I hope that all that advice helped. Let me know if you have any other questions. If you have advice, post it in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video.